NFL young boy, man, George Pickens, man. The villain art, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. I want to see more videos like this, man. Let me know in the comments. Let me know who y'all want me to react to next. But let's go ahead and get to the vid, man. Come on.
New superstar.
Another day, another movie produced by me.
Boy,
George
Pick.
is probably the most physically gifted receiver I've played
Nice,
in
I
the
ain't gonna
league.
lie.
But a couple years ago, they called him the NFL's villain.
This carbon in the car and I'm a convicted felon. I'm living on the main stage and all my youngins be stepping. I'm on the road with baby.
Talking trash to some of the fans.
So was he really a villain or just misunderstood?
Misunderstood.
To find out, we gotta go back to Hoover, Alabama, when George Pickens was unstoppable.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's a
God.
touchdown. Pickens.
Wow,
Pickens.
Every school was
Hold
unstoppable.
on.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. Pickens.
Wow,
Pickens.
Every school wanted him, literally.
Schools that are
Ooh.
other interests are like Penn State, Ohio State,
Ooh.
Oregon, Michigan, Florida State, Alabama, Tennessee, LSU.
nasty.
So I'm committed to Auburn.
Auburn also landed 5-star quarterback Bo Nix, and the two had instant chemistry. But on signing day, George Pickens shocked college football.
George Pickens had what? This is official. This is real. George Pickens has flipped to Georgia.
It's probably one of the hardest decisions I'd ever make in my life. It was very hard knowing that through this whole football thing, playing my whole senior year, I've been playing with Bo Nix the whole time, basically. Just coaching-wise, knowing that Kirby Smart, he's always going to be up for like a national championship.
Auburn felt backstabbed and the hate was loud. But Pickens blocked the noise. He wanted to shine at Georgia, and it didn't take long.
looking to go deep
I ain't gonna lie. We gotta watch some Pickens high school highlights. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't know he flipped from
This kid is prepping. He may not be here long.
He started on fire. Against Missouri, he walked away with 2 incredible touchdowns.
Back for Pickens. Did he come up with that? He did. Touchdown,
That boy
Georgia.
got a
But against
strongest
Auburn,
hands in the
he just had 1 catch for 11 yards. And 2 weeks later, Pickens was in trouble. Rivalry game. Georgia versus Georgia Tech. Emotions run high in those games. And GP lost control.
This is why it's selfish, okay? Watch the right hand for Pickens come in. Okay, that's not good.
Stop playing
Here's
with me.
the thing. I get it. Emotions run high.
Come here.
Guess what? Bryce Williams doesn't have a
Stop
game next
playing
week.
with me.
George Pickens does.
Pickens was suspended for half a game.
For that, man, the world getting soft, bro. That wasn't nothing, man. Why the world getting so soft, man? Nah, he wasn't playing.
Okay, that's
He
not
jabbed
good.
him a
Here's
couple
the thing.
times.
I get it. Emotions run high. Guess what? Bryce Williams doesn't have a game next week. George Pickens does.
Pickens was suspended for half a game, which meant Georgia played in the SEC championship against LSU without their number 1
I didn't
receiver.
know
We're going to
that.
help George, and we're going to help him grow up.
LSU dominated in a 37-10 win. Pickens
Hold on,
had
how
a
y'all
touch.
gonna say help him grow up when the dude was trying to hit him? He just retaliated, bro. What George supposed to do in that situation?
Touchdown in the second
Mama.
half, but it wasn't enough. He felt like he let his team down. So in the Sugar Bowl, he wanted to make it right. Not for himself,
Mama.
but for them.
He throws for Pickens. He runs over.
Come here.
Catches it. And a touchdown for Georgia.
He had 175 yards and won bowl MVP.
My offensive line is amazing. My quarterback is amazing. I love this team, the defense. If you put the camera on all these guys, I love them to death.
Pickens ended the year with 49 catches, 727 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns, leading the Bulldogs in all 3 categories, and PFF named him the best true freshman in the country.
Tell me that boy hands ain't strong as a ox. What the fuck?
3 categories, and PFF named him the best true freshman in the country. But the next year, he went even crazier.
That boy hands up.
Back-to-back touchdowns against Arkansas and Auburn. However, the following week, Pickens made another mistake that would cost his team. In an SEC matchup against
That
Tennessee,
nigga Pickens.
quarterback scrambled out of bounds and Pickens squirted water at him, resulting in a flag.
I mean, what are we? 7, 8 years old? I mean, come on.
It was a
This nigga Pickens. Pickens said, man, I don't care about none of that, man. I don't get the trying to be picky fire with him though. Like, why? Who cares about him spraying water on somebody, bro? They act like he sprayed pee on him or something. Like, what we doing, man?
complicated
Pickens
year
side.
for GP.
I'm
A
riding with Pick.
mid-season injury kept him sidelined, and the schedule was cut short because of COVID. But once again, he finished the season strong.
George Pickens has the most talent of any receiver on this Georgia team.
Pickens again. Are you kidding me? The kind of day he's had, his catches have not been easy.
He went over 100 yards in back-to-back games. At this point, Pickens is considered one of the best receivers in the country, and the expectations for his junior year were sky high. But in training camp, it all fell apart.
For those of you who don't know, we just found out that George Pickens apparently has torn his ACL. He's got to have ACL surgery. Non-contact injury in the middle of practice.
I just wanted to come back really for my team, to be honest to you, bro.
Damn.
Just to win a natty and play with them again. I wasn't even really thinking about the draft. I was going to do whatever I had to do.
In just 8 months after the ACL tear, GP was back on the field. Perfect timing, because the Bulldogs are playing on college football's biggest stage, the national championship.
Collision of SEC rivals, Alabama and Georgia.
And when his team needed him the most, he showed up.
Here's a downfield shot.
Pick!
George Pickens! Diving catch!
That boy Pickens is nasty.
Receiver has waited a long
glove
time
came
to make
off.
a play
So
like that in the
nasty.
big game.
That play set up a touchdown, and Georgia did it. They won the national championship. The exact reason why Pickens went to Georgia. But once the celebrations ended, he was at a crossroads. Barely had any tape, and coming back could raise his draft stock significantly. But GP made his choice.
Man, if I was to come back, it's also a lot of risk of the same.
get hurt
you
again.
see the same thing. I just wanted to make the smartest decision and the most business decision.
His draft stock was all over the place.
Dang, so he even played
Some
full
scouts
season.
loved this energy, while others questioned it.
He's got to give a damn every other play that he doesn't get the ball. Point blank, because when I talk to NFL guys, when I say, hey, what do you think of George? They see the same things I do. 85% of the snaps, when he's not getting the ball or he's not targeted, he's not in a route, but they might as well be playing 10 on 11.
George blocked
Hey,
the noise
shut up.
and suited up for day one of the NFL
say
draft.
anything,
But
man.
nobody
You got
called.
10 on
He was
11.
pissed. 6 receivers
Man,
went
how
in the
about your big-headed ass go out there and go for 1,400 yards, man? Shut
first round, and he wasn't one of them.
I was a little salty after I didn't go in the first round. I had a clean suit, man. When that first day went by, I went in my bed and I slept, and I was just telling myself, like, I'm not going to put nothing on the second day.
On day 2, it happened again. 4 more receivers went off the board. And then finally, with pick 52, Mike Tomlin called. And when his draft video went public, he went viral.
Now the pose, that's just me trolling, being funny. When he called me, I was just like, I'm on the phone shaking for real. Like, yeah, I'm good. I ain't trying to say too much. I'm like trying to get to where I'm ready to get to work. You feel me? I was happy, but I was in like a vendetta mode against, you feel me? Everybody. I'm like, I'm better than everybody, bro. They saying that's better than me.
So in week 3, he came out swinging, making one of the best catches in NFL history.
What a catch with the right hand by George Pickens.
Next up, 100 yards
Pig said, I ain't Megatron. Come here. That big pig nasty with it.
versus the Jets, but the targets dropped. Against the Falcons, Pickens was targeted just twice, and he finished the game with just 1 catch. A clip showed him frustrated, demanding more targets. The media ran with it, saying this was the personality teams were afraid of, but Pickens shut it down immediately. He felt like the media was pushing a false narrative, and that receivers complaining about targets is nothing new.
Like, bro, my nigga can't want the ball, bro. Y'all
And head
be
coach Mike
fishing
Tomlin
for
stood up
anything.
for him.
That competitive spirit, the guy that wants the ball, no, I want that guy. I'm not going to make that a negative, no matter how silly I think the commentary is or people talking about him expressing frustrations and stuff and trying to make it a negative storyline. I laugh at that.
Still, Pickens had a
Facts.
solid rookie year. The Steelers were
Look at him
expecting a
strong
second-year leap, especially after Deontay Johnson went down with an injury, making George wide receiver 1. And that week, he took care of his opportunity.
Wide open Pickens. There he goes. Touchdown Steelers.
He went for 127 yards
Ooh.
on a career-high 10 targets. Against Baltimore, he had another 130 yards and a
Cooking.
touchdown, proving he can be the #1 receiver. However, when Deontay Johnson came back from injury, Pickens' targets dropped. Against Tennessee, he had 2 catches for -1 yards. He was frustrated
crazy.
and posted on his Instagram story, "Free me," and deleted that later. Fans accused him of being a diva, not just because of his mindset, but because of his play too. GP is known for his violent blocking, but against the Colts, he stopped blocking, and his reaction caused a lot of controversy.
I didn't want to get an injury. When you stay on the block too long, you can get ran up on very easily.
So some people are questioning your effort.
All the people that's questioning my effort, down play.
They don't play football, man. Talk about some questioning my effort, bro. Niggas go, bro. It be the gooners and the boys who with the big heads and the fat bellies that go find one play, be like, yeah, he's showing no effort, bro. Go sit down somewhere, bro.
Football, they do what y'all do.
But like always,
they do what y'all do.
He bounced back with action.
There he goes, the explosion. Pickens, goodbye. Touchdown, 86 yards.
I know I made some comments, before the week that kind of ticked you guys off. I just want to say, I'm just here to win, make the proper adjustments and be a great player, to be honest.
Again, it showed Pickens is one of the most talented receivers in the league. The Steelers made the playoffs and they faced Buffalo on the road, but things didn't go as planned.
And a completion to Pickens. The ball came out as he was on the way down.
During a catch, fans started throwing snowballs at Pickens, even when he was on the sideline.
They always do that.
By the end of the game, Pickens wanted a flag, but he didn't get it, and all the frustration came out.
Refs, that's the only thing that's really in my mind. When we win a game, we got to let the refs in. What it is.
Although the season had ups and downs, he still broke out, putting up 1,190 yards.
Come on, man. 63 catches, 1,100? 1,100? Come on, man.
Without any stability at the quarterback position. Going into 2024, he looked like the clear wide receiver 1. But that year was just wild.
What happened with the Jordan Lewis play? It said something and you responded by pulling him down by his face mask.
Pull that nigga down.
Nothing.
In a loss against the Browns, he got into it with Greg Newsome.
Greg Newsome, you think I talked to Greg Newsome at all today, before the game, or anything?
I don't even know who that is.
But that's just one side of his story. Because while all of this is going on, George is making incredible plays.
Deep shot. Down for it is Pickens. End zone. George Pickens.
Y'all think Pickens a top 5 receiver in the league? Pickens top 5. He top 5. Pickens top 5. He better than CD. He top 5.
Cracks the ball in the air. I can't tell you how difficult that is.
After a 46-yard bomb, he made a questionable celebration. And he got fined $20,000.
I was doing the first down. He said he thought something else.
He got a target on his back because he's George. He understands that. But he's got to grow up. He's got to grow up in a hurry.
It was a weird season. As always, the talent was undeniable. And Pickens was still a key player for the Steelers. But his frustration got the best of him sometimes. And in the final game of the season, it all came to a head. Against the Bengals, it wasn't his night. 1 catch, 3 drops, and he even got into it with fans. He got fined for a face mask, pushing his total fines over $90,000 in the 2024 season. Some Steeler fans shared his frustration, while others were done with him. Heading into 2025...
And this is why they don't got him no more and he on the Cowboys cooking. Because niggas got short attention spans and they small-minded.
It was a contract year. There were a lot of questions about his future in Pittsburgh. But the Steelers made things even more complicated.
Breaking news into CBS Sports HQ. The Seahawks are trading DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
But DK is signing a new 5-year, $150 million contract.
George Pickens and DK Metcalf, these guys want the ball now.
At that point, it looked like the writing was on the wall. The Steelers started letting teams know George Pickens is available, and some teams laughed at adding him to their locker room. But one pulled the trigger immediately.
We got breaking news like 2 hours ago because the Steelers are sending wide receiver George Pickens to the Cowboys in exchange for draft picks.
Some people got to do the best for their situation, and I feel like from organization and from player, that's exactly what happened.
Your coach said that you needed to grow up. The headlines were you were immature. How did you perceive all of those negative headlines?
It definitely weighs on you, especially when people who know you in real life know, like, bro, it's not like that. I feel like I've always been happy. Happy, like you said, making plays. I want to make plays. When that type of narrative was coming out. The people on the team that I played with at the Steelers, they knew. Everybody else didn't.
And I would like to correct some people. Some people think that he is a diva or he's cantankerous. I talked to the Steelers folks. George Pickens is demonstrative on the field, but he is not an uncoachable player. In fact, he does have a great way about him in the locker room and is very well liked in Pittsburgh.
Oh, now all of a sudden, once he get traded, oh, no, he's coachable. Now, get y'all goofy.
Now in Dallas, it was a fresh start. A new locker room, a new energy. The Cowboys already had one of the league's best wideouts in CeeDee Lamb, but he welcomed George with open arms.
GP, I'm glad he's here. He knows I love him the most. I tell him every day I'm happy for him. Hope we go together for X amount of years. I don't care. I just know that we're not going to do this for one.
There was a lot of hype about this duo, and it didn't take long to hit success.
End zone, Pickens! Touchdown, Dallas!
In week 2, GP found the end zone for the first time as a Cowboy, and the next week, he found the end zone again.
Prescott rolling, floating. Pickens one-hander, touchdown, Cowboys!
But the party didn't last long.
Prescott looking around, throws. Pickens just dropped it. And it's picked off! Tremaine Edmonds in the right place at the right time.
He felt like he let his team down, the team that had embraced him. And to make things worse, CeeDee went down with an injury. So the next week, Pickens was wide receiver 1, and he wanted to redeem
Put him at
himself.
wide receiver 1, you know what's going on.
Pickens looked unstoppable. He had 134 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he was just getting started.
Make sure y'all enjoy the show, baby.
Against Carolina, George finished with 168 yards. The Cowboys unlocked the side of George we hadn't seen in a while. He was goofing around, the vibes were great, and head coach Schottenheimer loved this energy.
GP, everybody wanted to talk about him and his story and his background and all that stuff. That guy has been truly a pleasure to coach. And you talk about that energy and juice he brings to our football team. It is infectious. I would never say receivers are unstoppable, but damn, he's pretty good.
Against the Commanders, his buddy CeeDee came back. At this point, they weren't teammates. They were good friends, and they were just having fun.
Damn.
Presidential shit, I rap my Maybach mad black, yo. Call me Mr. Glock, shooters in the front and back. Yeah, I'm on my Maybach shit, these bitches coming in the pack. Yo, niggas pussy cat, straight cap,
I need to start getting paid for this. Oh, I forgot I do. How many great catches is he gonna make today?
The NFL's villain became the Cowboys' newest superhero. And this time, he's doing it with a smile.
George, they said since you've got here, you have not stopped smiling.
Yeah, I used to never smile.
Please click that hype button. Click that like.
Which is crazy, the fact that he used to never smile. Why I don't get why people was hating him so bad. Like, bro, he's demonstrative. He playing a dangerous sport, bro. What y'all think he's supposed to be out there just cool, smiling all the time, not knocking people over, not face masking people? Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't understand the hate for George. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about George, though. Let me know in the comments if y'all think George is the number 1. Let me know if y'all think he's top 5 in the league right now. If y'all want to see more football, let me know who I should react to next in the comments. I'm going to see y'all in the next one, man.